We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, 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 ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back. Watch your back. You think I want
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Keep it rolling, boys. 5 against 6. 19, 18. Go. Let's go. Go, Reed. Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw here. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
There's Robinson showing the flash. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Cardinals nothing. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Terry. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command. Not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Terry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Cardinals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
On second down now, it's Terry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. He'll look to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. Then get up to the second level and create some space.
Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Now a throw right side, taken in here to start this drive. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And the ball is knocked out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Terry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Terry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Come on.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 2nd and 9 now. Forced out to his left. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They work now on 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Driscoll. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. Driscoll. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Terry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Here's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for our Cardinals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 37-yard line.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Up the middle they go. It's Terry. They'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it, to see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the one.
And a loose football, and the Falcons grab it, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball notched free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before break. Driscoll. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Stiff-armed him. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, Driscoll. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Looking to throw. Driscoll. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Robinson up the middle. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Crossing route and complete. He's got Pitts. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain. Still a ways to go, though. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Terry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. From the 46, here's 2nd down and a yard. Option play, here's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Throwing on 1st down. Driscoll. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That one will be incomplete. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Driscoll. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Koo for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Falcons 17. Cardinals 7. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They'll keep it on the ground. Terry trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Moore, the man in motion. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That was terrible, awful.
Oh my God, I can't believe what I watched.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Rondale Moore. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
It's about time, fellas! You guys got this!
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Terry, and he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Terry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 69 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
2nd and 3. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, but it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others?
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat